The ESFP's main mode of living is focused externally. This is the reason you take things in through your five senses in a literal and concrete fashion. Your sub-mode of living is internal, and this allows you to deal with things according to how you feel about them and how they fit with your personal value system. What's pumping, fam, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my new viewers too, and make sure you are subscribed because I wouldn't want you to miss out on this series. There is a link in the description box for you to check your personality type if you are not sure what personality type you are. The ESFPs live in the world of people's possibilities. They love people and new experiences. They are lively and enjoying being the center of attention. They live in here and now and relish excitement and drama in their lives. They have very strong interpersonal skills and may find themselves in the role of the peacemaker frequently. Because they make decisions by using their personal values, they are usually very sympathetic and concerned about other people's well-being. They are generous and warm and are very observant about other people. They may be able to sense what is wrong with someone before others, which is why they are able to respond warmly with a solution to a practical need. They also might not be the best advice givers in the world because they dislike theory and future planning, but they are great for giving practical care. ESFPs are definitely a spontaneous, optimistic individual. They love to have fun. If the ESFP has not developed their thinking side by giving consideration to rational thought processing, they tend to become overindulgent and place more importance on immediate sensation and gratification than on their duties and obligations. They may also avoid looking at long-term consequences of their actions. For the ESFP, the entire world is a stage. They love to be the center of attention and perform for people. They are constantly putting on a show for others to entertain them and make them happy. They enjoy stimulating other people's senses and are extremely good at it. They will love nothing more than for life to be a continual party in which they play the role of the fun-loving host. ESFPs love people and everybody loves an ESFP. One of their greatest gifts is their general acceptance of everyone. They are upbeat and enthusiastic and generally like almost everybody. An ESFP is unfailingly warm and generous with their friends, and they generally treat everyone as a friend. However, once crossed, an ESFP is likely to make a very strong and stubborn judgment against the person who crossed them. They are capable of deep dislike in such a situation. Under a great deal of stress, the ESFPs get overwhelmed with negative thoughts and possibilities. Because of their nature, negative possibilities do not sit well with them. In a bid to combat these thoughts, they are likely to come up with simple global statements to explain away the problem. This simplistic explanation may or may not truly get to the nature of the issue, but they serve the ESFP well by allowing them to get over it. ESFPs are prone to be very practical, even though they hate structure and routine. They like to go with the flow, trusting in their ability to improvise in any situation presented to them. If an ESFP hasn't developed their intuitive side, they may tend to avoid situations which involve a lot of theoretical thinking or which are complex and ambiguous. For this reason, an ESFP may have difficulty in school. On the other hand, the ESFP does extremely well in situations where they are allowed to learn by interacting with others or in which they learn by doing. ESFPs also have a well-developed appreciation for aestheticity and an excellent sense of space and function. If they have the means, they are likely to have many beautiful possessions and a well-furnished home filled with artworks. In general, they take the great pleasure in objects of aesthetic beauty and are likely to have a strong appreciation for the finer things of life, such as good food and good wine. The ESFP is a great team player. He or she is not likely to create any problems or fuss, and is likely to create the most fun environment possible for getting the task done. ESFPs will do best in careers in which they are able to use people's skills along with their abilities to meld ideas into structured formats. Since they are fast-paced individuals who like new experiences, they should choose careers which offer or require a lot of diversity, as well as people's skills. ESFPs usually like to feel strongly bonded with other people and have a connection with animals and little children that is not found in most other types. They are likely to have a strong appreciation for the beauties of nature as well. The ESFPs have a tremendous love for life and knows how to have fun. They like to bring others along on their fun rides and are typically a lot fun to be with. They are flexible, adaptable, genuinely interested in people, and usually kind-hearted. They have a special ability to get a lot of fun out of life, but they need to watch out for the pitfalls associated with living entirely in the moment. ESFPs are good with many things, but will not be happy unless they have a lot of contact with people and a lot of new experiences. They resist forming relationships which require them to function on a high intuitive or thinking level. They would prefer things to be light and happy, although their warmth and affection run deep. Their affection is simple, straightforward, and honest. They always go out of their way to do something nice for someone. Their potential downfall is the tendency to live entirely for the present moment and therefore to sometimes be unaware of the direction that their relationship is heading, or to be easily distracted from long-term commitment. As an ESFP, you are 1. Enthusiastic and fun-loving. You make everything enjoyable. 2. You're clever, witty, direct, and popular. People are drawn towards you. 3. You're earthy and sexual. 4. You're down-to-earth and practical and able to take care of daily needs. 5. You're artistic and creative. You're likely to have attractive homes. 6. You're flexible and diverse, and you go with the flow extremely well. 7. You can leave bad relationships, although it's not easy. 8. You try to make the most of every moment. And 9. You're generous and warm-hearted. You are likely to be 1. Frivolous and risky with money. 2. You may tend to be materialistic. 3. You harbor extreme dislike for criticism. You are likely to take things extremely personal. 4. You ignore or escape conflict situations rather than face them. 5. You may struggle with lifelong commitment because you take things one day at a time. 6. You do not pay attention enough to your own needs. 7. You have a tendency to neglect your health or even abuse your bodies. 8. You're always excited about something new. You may change partners frequently. You should do well to nourish the following strengths. 1. Your great ability to understand the objective world in facts and realities. 2. Your talent for entertaining and pleasing others with words and actions. 3. Your aptitude for getting the most out of any situation or place. 4. Your skill at finding the best of things for yourself and others. 5. Your warm and generous attitude both as a giver and a receiver. 6. Your exceptional natural musical and dramatic skills. 7. Your detailed and finely nuanced appreciation of the outside world. 8. You're adept at dictating and recognizing the effects of minute changes to the environment. 9. Your talent for learning to do practically anything just by watching and doing. And 10. Your reassuring and practical sense of the world which supports others. ESFPs who have developed their introverted feeling to the extent that they can integrate the concrete world of their perceptions with a more responsive and healthy system of personal values, we find that they enjoy this very special gift. 1. Their refined taste will make it a joy for others to be in their company and homes. 2. Their ability to weigh the value of their actions gives great force to their talent for entertaining people of all tastes. 3. They will quickly differentiate between those things which are of greater and lesser importance to a situation. 4. They will not just seek entertainment and things for their own sake, but will always seek to find that which they feel will provide the most value and reward for themselves and others. 5. The ESFP who augments their ability to recognize opportunities, that is, the extroverted sensing, with a strong internal value system, that is, the introverted feeling, will find themselves more likely to attract and be attracted into very rewarding relationships with others, particularly with those of the opposite sex. 6. They will recognize and promote the talents of others. 7. They can be counted on to defend the best and most life-promoting aspect of the world. These weaknesses can be found in varying degrees. 1. You may be seen by others as unnecessarily coerced in your behavior and life choices. 2. You may be unable to value or may ignore the preferences and needs of others. 3. You may perceive even the most careful and objective criticism as simply a play to spoil your enjoyment of life. 4. You may have skewed or unrealistic ideas about the feelings of others. 5. You may be unable to acknowledge or hear anything that would lead to a second thought or a more careful appreciation. 6. You may blame your problems on the world at large, seeing yourselves as frustrated heroes battling against the odds. 7. You may totally become self-focused and oblivious to the havoc you wreak on others' feelings. 8. You may uncarily use totally inappropriate social behavior simply to make a point. 9. You may be overbearing in your judgment upon the taste and dress of others. 10. You may appear to others as boastful and rash in your attitudes. For my last verse for this week, it is taken from 1 Peter 5 verse 7 to 10, and it says, "Live carefree before God. He is most careful with you. Keep a cool head. Stay alert. The devil is poised to pounce and would like nothing better than to catch you napping. Keep your guard up. You're not the only ones plunged into these hard times. It is the same with Christians all over the world. So keep a firm grip on the faith. Make sure you're subscribed if you're yet, so like this video if you find it informative and share so others can benefit like you did. See you in my next video. I love you all. Bye.